Let this load up. Hopefully everybody's feeling good too. Start off with the Qs and BTC. All right, boom. So everybody should be able to see my screen now. Bitcoin is at 86K. QQQ is here at 613 and change. Take it down here to the 30-minute time frame. So right there at that 613, we see a pullback underneath there. I did mention in the pre-market to watch BTC potentially if we do draw down below 80K. We can pull back below all the way to 77 and 73K. Here on QQQ, I want us to watch right here below the 613.18. We're sitting right here at support. If we break below there, we can drop all the way down to 608. Novo tickers down this morning. We got Oracle, which is sliding down, as well as NVIDIA. So we'll cover both of those. NVIDIA is pulling back. It's currently here at 174. Those that maybe missed last week, we did we did break our diagonal trend line here back at 176. So this is how we drew down. We broke underneath here. We're right underneath here at this 174. So we did break our diagonal at that point. That's what caused us to sell off here in the pre-market. So we had to break a structure. We're currently here at 175. If we stay below on the S&P 500 on SPY below 680, right, I want to show this. So we've had a move here all the way from 651, 652, back up here to 683. Like I said, on the watch list, that would be a perfect rejection point right there that we actually perfectly rejected last night during the futures right there at that 685. And we pulled down. The SPY was up about 30 points last night. So we rejected at 685 and pulled back down here to 679. Say December 1st. Just as a quick note, MSTU, which tracks MicroStrategy, does split tomorrow. So December 2nd is the split day. So MicroStrategy's MSTU ETF currently right now it's at the 164. Remember, we spoke on this already. Just a reiteration. MSTR, we're anticipating MicroStrategy to come all the way down to 110 bucks. All right. So do not buy any MSTU again until $6 to $7. So $6 to $7. Do not buy that to that point. So you'll see that is the levels all the way dating back here to September 2024. If you go and you track Bitcoin real quick, BTC, first 5 minutes is over the day. If you go back and track Bitcoin right now is currently, to get back to that point of, just to keep this in mind, that perspective, September's low, right? That's September 2024 low. If you go back on Bitcoin, just to show you, it's actually right there around 56, 55K, right there around that area. We briefly tapped 50K and bounced there. So MicroStrategy always is going to fall further than what Bitcoin, because MicroStrategy is a levered position. So like do keep that in mind with MicroStrategy being a leverage position. It usually has stronger pullbacks more than your other equities, right? So just wanted to point that out to people to make sure that one, you knew and you were aware. So Strategy Inc., the BTC, I think we're heading towards 164, 152 here soon. We're at 164. A reiteration of ETH-U, right? Ethereum U is at 52 bucks. For those that have been paying attention, what's the price that you should get ETH-U at? What's the price you should get ETH-U at real quick? The price you should be looking for, 22. Thank you, Mandy. Thank you, Mandy. It is the month of December, so I waited an extra day because I wanted to just wait. I will be announcing student of the month. We got two of our students of the month previously, Mandy and Javon, both with the numbers right there, $20, $22 right there. So shout out to them. We know they're taking those notes. So shout out to them for being on here today, as always. All right, so we will announce that here in a second. BTC, like we said, 86K. Ethereum U, ETH-U is at $52 now. So let's pull up Ethereum's chart to get a good look at them. They're currently right now here at 2,831. We're looking for ETH, honestly, to go back in between this $1,500 to $2,100 range. So ETH-U is a two-levered ETF, right? So when you are able to look at both of these, right, this is a 2x levered ETF. So as ETH-U declines, it's going to decline 2x compared to what Ethereum is declining. But it makes that risk to reward a lot sweeter. Now, if you notice, ETH-U is down here from its inception point here in June of 2024, all the way from 325. It's dropped all the way down, fell all the way here in April to $22. But then it came back as Ethereum came back. Let's just show the chart. As Ethereum came back upwards, right? So if you look here, ETH went from 1,500 to almost hitting $5,000. So ETH-U went all the way from 22 to pretty much almost hitting 200. We'll say 190. So when Ethereum comes down, which we're anticipating that Bitcoin comes down further. We talked about BTC as far as pulling back more. We anticipate that BTC will probably have a rough year next year in 2026. Maybe not an extremely negative year, but we may not expect to see some positive price action from them. So if they pull back downwards here on Bitcoin pulls back down, we know Ethereum is going to come down. So we're looking for ETH-U really to fall another $30. All right. So another $30 would make sense. That would be honestly ETH-U falling almost about 60%. So we're expecting Ethereum to at least fall maybe another 30, 35% from here before we suggest you to buy. So $20, I know it looks far away now, but remember when we was at 100 looked, 50 looked far away from 100. So 30 can come quickly, especially if we start to see crypto sell off. Bitcoin gets underneath 80K, pushes to that 70,000. You start to see Ethereum roll out more. I do think we are going to see some more selling in the crypto space here sooner rather than later. So those are my thoughts there. I just wanted to make that known. So ETH-U, once again, just a reiteration, keep your eyes on that $22. Next thing, we now are in the month of December. So we got to watch BOIL, right? Really pay attention to BOIL. We got BOIL in between 25 to 30 bucks for the most of us. So for the most part, all of us should be positive on BOIL. Unless you're just buying now, you would be flat. But here on BOIL, what I will say is do not buy any more on BOIL. Whatever you have, hold it. And let's see it hit these $50 and $65 price targets in over these next couple of months. So BOIL, we expect it gave us a nice little move in November. Maybe not as much as maybe we wanted, but it gave us a decent move. So we'll keep our eyes peeled there. But BOIL, $50 and $65 price targets. We're looking to see those within the next 60 days here. Just a reiteration of what we've already said previously. If Boyle comes down to February and we haven't seen a move, that we're looking for, let's say we're at 45, it never hits 50, and we're in February, we're gonna roll out of this thing. So just full disclosure, we will roll out of this thing if we don't get what we're looking for. So yeah, those are my thoughts there on Boyle. Just some housekeeping things up front. We do have actually here the ADP employment numbers at 8:15 on Wednesday. So do put that down. 8:15 unemployment numbers, ADP numbers. And then we also will get, so next week, let's see, before I skip over there. PCE, all of these are delayed reports, by the way. So just give you a heads up. So when you see the PCE numbers come out for September, the Fed is giving you delayed, well, assuming not the Fed, we are getting from the labor numbers, and all of these numbers that are coming out are being delayed, right? So the Fed is going to actually speak next week. We're going to have the Federal Reserve FOMC interest rate decision here at 2 p.m., right? And the Fed Chair Powell will speak at 2:30 on the 10th. So you could go ahead and put those dates down for yourself. So, yep. There we go. Currently still here at 6:13. Change this over. Put up Oracle again. So Oracle right now, breaking this 197, looks like it's trying to head down to 192. So Oracle is trying to break down. Netflix is at 106 and change. We got to see Netflix get back below 104. We got to see Netflix break below 104. The VIX right now, you can set an alert for 20. So right now, if you are looking at the VIX, we're here at 18. So if we break back above 20, you guys know it's up 10% today. Off of one red day. I did make this note a little bit earlier. We did start off a similar way to the month of September. So the month of September, the first trading session of the month was negative, but then thereafter we were bullish the rest of the month. So I did want to make that note. We have seen a month start off like this with a nice red day, and then we ended up having a positive month after that, and we actually made all-time highs. So just want to put that out there for people. We'll see. I wouldn't overreact on this selling today. What I will say is if the semiconductors do pull back downwards, we can see more of a pullback down. There was a question yesterday. It was good brother Steven. I'm not sure if he's on here right now, but Google just broke that bull flag to the downside. So I did want to make note of that because he asked me about it yesterday. The level was 316. It's at 315 currently. Google may be heading down back here to 306. So Steven, if you're on here, it did break down outside of that bull flag for now. So Google may be heading back to that 306. Keep that in mind. First 15 minutes almost gone. Oracle's down here. So Oracle still hasn't shown us any real signs of actually trying to break out anymore. It still looks like Oracle is going to come down below this 191 level. So I think we should be looking for Oracle to pull back downwards. So we see that break below this 191. Oracle will come back down, in my opinion, to 178. Oh, there he goes. He is around, as always. 7. AMD, go to our semiconductors for today. We currently at 217. And ET is 127, 217 there. I watch AMD at 220 on that rejection. SMH is where 350 just came off the low of the day. SPY as well. Not a lot of action, a little slow off the holiday so far. All right, AMD, up there. All right. So we do have small rally here. Nvidia just came back up from 175 to 178. So that pushed the market back up. See if we get a rejection. Oracle's back up here to 201. Bounce there. Apple's down almost $2 today. MicroStrategy. Stop that trend line right there. 200. Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm. See. So we got AMD probably trying to go to at least about 220 here, maybe. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Right. See if we can get something slow start to the day. So take what we can get. Not really much happening. Meta came back up. VIX is back to 1755. So yeah, pretty much a slow start to the day. Not really much transpiring and happening. We sold off obviously in the pre-market, bought right back up a little bit, but kind of really just range bound. Looking at AMD, just monitoring it. Mm-hmm. 813. Second. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Running. So you got a rising wedge pattern here on MH. Do break down outside of this rising wedge. Start to see some slippage there. AMD hasn't broken above 220. So you could see, let's see, bottom of this. So we bounced there. That's 347. So I would set an alert for 347 on the SMH. I think if we get below there, you'll see a pullback. On the SMH, you do have a rising wedge pattern right now. It is back to 178. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oracle. Stuck within this range right now. Oracle, so there's not really much clear. Like we said, if it does get below that 198, we anticipate it to come downward. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. Slow start to the morning, though. Mm-mm-mm. Against T real quick. Still staying up. VST. Sheesh. Oracle. Mm-mm-mm. Elab. Trading below. Still, unless Nvidia gets above 183, it's likely to just trade sideways. The thing's stuck within this range right now. Range trading, really nothing. Mm-mm. Set some spy alerts right now for 677. Just set a spy alert for that on the downside for 677. But yeah, there's really no setups right now. Really no setups. So far early, nothing really that I see here. So we'll be really trying to force a trade that really isn't there so far. I set my alerts and yeah, we'll pick things up. If there's some that appears a little bit later, then I'll pop back on. But right now, really there's no setup that I really like or see. So uh we'll enter something maybe a little bit later. If not, we'll try again tomorrow. Yeah. Looks like people coming slow off the holidays. So there's nothing really here. So we'll wrap up this Zoom now. And I appreciate everybody. Uh, as far as for Meta, let me get you that real quick. I just seen that pop into the chat. As far as Meta needs to break about 652. All right, 652. The real level is 651.93. So until it gets over that, uh, after that, you're looking at around 665 and then 674. So yeah, good to see you, Josh. Hopefully all is well. But yeah, nothing really here. So we don't really want to, like I said, we really don't want to force nothing. So yeah, it's nothing here at all right now. But I do have those alerts set. So some of those downside alerts trigger. We'll wait and see. But yeah. All right, y'all. We'll touch bases soon. Appreciate everybody.